Today I wanted to talk about nmixx. If you don't know who nmixx are, they're a 6-member K-pop girl group under jiwoo. They debuted on February 22, 2022, with their single album i-dle, which contained the songs "Oh Oh" and "Tank." They received a lot of attention because of both songs, and not a good kind of attention. Many people were criticizing both songs and said that they both were bad. If you were there, you probably remember everyone on TikTok coming for the song and feeling bad for the members. If you haven't listened to "Oh Oh," the song is very experimental. Many people were criticizing it for having too much going on, and having like 5 different songs in it. I can see what jiwoo was going for. Experimental music is very in for 4th-gen music, especially with aespa releasing Next Level the year prior. They wanted to capitalize on this. Jiwoo also said that their concept work would be mixed pop, which we could see with their debut. After nmixx's debut died down a little, and Morph was released with the title track Dice. Dice was received better than "Oh Oh," but people still weren't big fans. I think this is when people started to make the connection between their name and their songs. In both songs, it's like they contained different songs and would indicate that the song was changing by saying things along the lines of nmixx Change Up Let's Go, which went viral on TikTok recently. But basically, everyone realized this is what they were going for and expected that for their next releases. By this point, they also hadn't had their first win yet, which was surprising since they're part of the Big 3 group. However, it all got confusing when the group came back and released their pre-single Young, Dumb, Stupid. This song was not normal, but it wasn't like "Oh Oh" or Dice. It didn't have the big mix aspects of it, if that makes sense. It's hard to explain, but if you listen to all 3 songs you probably get what I mean. Since Young, Dumb, Stupid didn't have the mix aspects like their previous songs, everyone assumed the title track Love Me Like This would. When the mini-album vllo was released, everyone was even more confused. Despite what everyone else assumed, Love Me Like This sounded very normal, which is not something they're supposed to do. Everyone was now missing the old concept even though they were coming for it. And also, I don't believe people when they said they missed nmixx's old concept, because Love Me Like This did a lot better on the charts compared to their previous title tracks and got their first win. This had to make jiwoo reconsider everything. From their previous songs, they had developed a stronger and more dedicated fan base who favored their old music. However, now they were gaining more attention from casual listeners, which resulted in them charting well and getting their first win. Jiwoo could either appease the old fans or the casual fans, and I think he chose the casual fans. Ever since vllo was released, I've been curious about which route jiwoo would choose, and I think he chose the casual fans direction. On July 3rd, nmixx released their pre-release single for their upcoming single album in Midsummer, nmixx's Dream. Just like with Young, Dumb, Stupid, Roller Coaster sounded normal compared to their other songs, but Roller Coaster sounds even more normal. Don't get me wrong, it's very good and catchy. I love the song, but it's more on the normal sound. Since the B-side was on the normal side, fans of nmixx held out hope that the title track would be more like their previous title tracks that had a mixed aspect to it. When the title track, Party O'Clock, released, we all realized that it kind of does, but not really. It still sounds kind of normal. There's a part where they say "mix it up, go." But the mix was not nearly as apparent as their previous releases of Dice and "Oh Oh." I can see what jiwoo is going for, a dialed-down version of their first 2 singles. The things that make "Oh Oh" and Dice so unique is it sounds like there are 5 songs in it. Party O'Clock, Love Me Like This, and Roller Coaster doesn't. These recent releases have made fans and me a little confused, because what's going on? They just completely dropped the concept despite their name? It also makes you wonder whether Genie had something to do with the switch. It leaves a lot up for discussion and questioning. I personally think jiwoo saw the success of Love Me Like This and how well it charted, and decided to continue to go that route. I feel like they're going to continue the trend of mixing up melodies or sounds for their background music rather than changing the whole thing throughout the music videos and songs. I think if they stuck through with the mixed sound, people would have understood. Like, similar to Dice, maybe not "Oh Oh." In my opinion, Dice received a lot better compared to "Oh Oh," especially for me. Especially after Dice started trending on TikTok recently, people were starting to understand their direction more and appreciate the songs more. But then they changed everything. It's like jiwoo can't decide what to do, and I can obviously understand. I'm not surprised that they decided to change up the concept because, well, money. At the end of the day, they're a business. The goal is to make money. When they see a certain concept is making more money than another, obviously they're going to choose the moneymaker. This concept change makes me even more interested in the route jiwoo will go with nmixx and whether they're going to change it up again, no pun intended.